Welcome back to Inside Politics. There is a lot of news this morning out of the Middle East. For the first time since the war began more than a month ago, the border between Gaza and Egypt has opened up to allow a small number of foreign nationals and injured Palestinians to get out. And also a massive blast hit Gaza's biggest refugee camp for the second day in a row. The Israeli Defense Forces say yesterday's strike on the camp targeted a top Hamas commander who was hiding among civilians. Joining me now is IDF spokesperson Major Doron Spielman. Thank you so much for joining me. First question is about this blast today. CNN is reporting that it was a second blast that hit the Jabalia refugee camp. Is the IDF responsible for this blast?
Thank you for having me, Dana. I would say that all of our operations right now in Gaza, ultimately the responsibility lies at the feet of Hamas. We cannot ignore that behind all of this situation, especially Jabalia refugee camp, where Hamas is embedded, literally embedded, as we said before we went into Gaza. Get ready, because Hamas is embedded within the civilian population. There are terrorists that are currently firing rockets at Israel. I think it is fair to say that all of the responsibility is at Hamas's feet. Our soldiers are operating.
We haven't forgotten what started this, and it was a terror attack inside Israel. My question is about this particular blast today, which is, did the IDF drop the bomb or shoot the missile or whatever it was that caused this blast?
I don't have specifics, Dana, on this exact incident. It will probably be coming out in the coming hours. What I can tell you is that if it did happen, and of course we will come forward and say if it did happen, it is because there are terrorists that are embedded there. And we have to understand the situation. The IDF right now is fighting in face-to-face combat with Hamas terrorists inside Jabalia. They are running into tunnels underneath medical clinics, inside universities. All of a sudden you see wanted terrorists that are going into schools. They don't come out again because there's a terror network underneath. And what we saw yesterday when we eliminated one of their top terrorists is that there was a second implosion of an entire tunnel network. And this is the same network that we see Hamas taking selfies of themselves, running on their way to carry out terrorist attacks in Israel. They purposely put it there. And therefore, even if we did hit this site, ultimately speaking, the collateral damage, and this is our very clear, is on Hamas's shoulders.
Going back to yesterday's strike, which you say was the IDF, can you provide proof that your strike was successful in killing the senior Hamas leader that you said Israel targeted?
All of our information, all of our intelligence information points to the fact that, yes, that terrorist was eliminated, along with around 50 other terrorists that were all holed up in that exact same area. We have to understand that this was the planning terrorist segment that actually armed and trained and sent the morning of October 7th, the terrorists who came into Israel and brutally murdered those people. All of our intelligence pointed to them being there. And from what we understand, they were eliminated.
Is there a way that you can show that to the world, that proof?
Eventually, it will become clear if that terrorist does not resurface. If things happen under the ground, we eliminated the terrorist, we have confirmation. But you never know until time goes by. We will say yes, and we'll see as time goes by if he was eliminated. Certainly, we evaluated that his death and the death of 50 other terrorist commanders warranted that strike. We have to understand again that while we make decisions at all points in time, the complications of the IDF is to ask yourself, what is the amount of casualties that we are willing to endure? And this is a horrible thing to even have to think of in order to kill the same terrorists that not only massacred our civilians, but that are planning to massacre them again. These things do not operate in a vacuum.
That was a question I was going to ask you, which is, can you take us through the process of weighing that, which is choosing to go forward with an attack that you say was successful in killing Hamas leaders, knowing that there would be steep civilian deaths. How does that process work?
Like most normal, rational Western countries of the world, putting Hamas terror organization aside, which has no assessment, it's the opposite assessment. You look at a military target and you evaluate, is this a credible military threat? In this case, you're looking at a person who is the leader of the entire area of the Gaza Strip. He's the battalion leader that sent in the forces into Israel to massacre. Our evaluation is that he is planning on doing this again. They have the exact same will. We hear Hamas spokesmen saying the exact same thing. Therefore, you have them in a certain area, and based on the intelligence that you have, you try to strike them with as little collateral damage as possible. But the question is, and I would ask the question to you, is what is the proportional response to a mass murderer who's about to murder your country again? This is a very complicated and difficult decision to make. But at the end of the day, we know if we do not eliminate this person, the next 1,500 families, God forbid, are right around the corner. What are we going to look at them in the eyes and say, we didn't take out the terrorists?
No,
Our first responsibility is
I'm not saying it's not. I'm not saying it's not complicated at all. I mean, I can't even begin to understand how complicated it is. A doctor at the Indonesia hospital that CNN interviewed said hundreds were killed or injured in that blast yesterday. Is that accurate?
We, at this point, every number that is put out by these doctors, with all due respect, and the health ministry, which
what
is
is the IDF
completely
believe?
controlled by Hamas, we've seen, we don't have exact numbers yet, but what we have seen is that when we find numbers that are announced the next day by whatever governmental legitimate international bodies they are, they're usually a fraction of what Hamas says. We don't take anything that Hamas says for granted. What I can tell you is, from our perspective, there should not be a single Gazan civilian in this area.
You don't have exact numbers. I know it just happened yesterday, but do you have an estimate? And will you have an estimate?
We don't have exact. Eventually we will, but we do everything with checks and balances, and we're not inside counting all the different areas like Hamas is supposed to be, like the international community is supposed to be. But I can take you back to the Al Ahli hospital, where they said there were 500 people killed, and it was committed by the IDF. It wasn't committed by the IDF. And post numbers were between 20 and 40 killed. Now, even one person should not have been killed there, Dana, because we've been saying for 2 weeks to all Gazan civilians in northern Gaza, leave this area and move out of the way. The question is, why is Hamas keeping them there? What is their motive? They only have one motive, because they are hoping their civilians die, so you and I will have this conversation. That is Hamas's motive. No, at the end of the
day, it is very crass, but there's also a reality that there are civilians dying, which is very much impacting the way that the world sees this. We're going to have to leave it there. Hopefully, you'll come back on and we'll talk more about that last point. Thank you so much, Major Doron Spielman. Appreciate it.